What's up, everyone? Mo Mello here. Got my tripod. Maybe I'll get a little bit of a more quality video here. This is part 3 to that leather work. Here's all the leather I dyed. Just wanted to go over everything with everyone and wish everyone a happy Sunday, September 24th. I guess the world didn't end yesterday. Go figure. Everyone's full of shit. So, back to leather. Alright. I dyed everything. I actually did probably 2 or 3 coats. Let it dry for a few hours. The next day, hit it up again. Until I'm happy with it. And I'm happy with the results on this one. And this is the Beckett it's going to go to. I still got to cut this out today. Pop the holes for all the stitching. And stitch it to the top of the Beckett. But before I do that, I'm going to do all the edge work on my leather. Alright, I'm getting ahead of myself. First things first. What I used to dye all the leather was right here. EcoFlow. I used the oil dye. And the color is saddle tan that I'm using on all this right now. There's other colors. I use wool. I don't use cotton. Wool dobblers. I got these from Tandy Leather. I ordered it online. Got it on a clearance a few months back. I think I paid $2 for a package. I bought a whole bunch of them. And they've been lasting me like a year, and I still got a whole shitload over here. Some sponges too for the other processes of leather work. I don't use gloves anymore, but it's good to use some latex gloves so you don't get this dye in your fingernails or on your hands, because then you have to take it out with alcohol or really scrub it out. So gloves is good to use. Okay, so I dyed everything. Here's a couple other things that I've been making. A hammer holster. Unfortunately, Benny's is closing down. They didn't have any more. I usually get them over there for $4 for one of these hammer holsters. And I take out the metal part and I put it on my leather. It's the same company, but I had to go to Ace Hardware and buy it, and it was $2 more. Oh well, support your local business. Buy locally. Anyways, while I was there, I grabbed a nice ball pin hammer. I'm excited about this. I've been using another hammer to work my burrs and bang out the burrs on the leather. The ball pin hammer is going to work a lot better. Be a little easier for me to work with. So I still got to do the ABS plastic clip for the tape measure over here. So that will be my next step. I got to mold that. Pop the holes. I also got to still do the edging on all this. So with that said, let me show you the other thing I'm doing. The Spud wrench holder. Ironworkers. This is actually for a carpenter. I don't know why I'm doing it, but he seems like a nice guy at work, and I figured he really wanted it done, so I'm gonna do it for him. And it's my first time putting these skull and bones on here. I thought of it last night, just out of the blue. I says, let me try it out. Let me put it on there. It looks pretty cool. Let me know what you think. I appreciate any comments and any likes or anything like that. I appreciate any positive feedback. It really lets me know that I'm, on the right track here, and I'm doing the right thing and producing quality products for ironworkers, because a lot of the tools we have don't really last very long, because we work hard out there and we're in the weather, and you go to the store and you buy something shitty like this, and it starts falling apart after a while. Well, anyways, that was why I actually got into this stuff, because my Beckett's and my belts, everything was finding myself buying stuff every once in a while, new stuff, and then I go buy it. I'm like, man, I gotta spend this much money on this junk. And I just said, you know what, I'm gonna make it myself. And here I am a few years later. The rest is history. So with that said, what I'm gonna do next on the edging, I'm also working on this too. angle iron here. I got this one here already marked all out. I gotta drill this and drill these holes, and I'm gonna attach this to some leather, and this will hold a ironworker sleever bar for the connectors. It was right on there, and it'll stay nice and secure in there when they're like way up there flying iron. So this is what it looks like after I marked the holes. This is what it looked like when I made the cut on the table saw at the hall, and then I had to clean all this up, all these burrs. This is what it looks like after I cleaned it up. I round the edges up, got it all nice. So that's another project I'm working on at the same time I'm doing all this. So I want to thank all my subs, appreciate the support. Thanks for viewing. Please leave a comment. This is the other part here for the hammer holster. I made this a little bigger this time. I designed this last night, rounded all this off. And this is going to attach here, and I made it big enough to hold a sheetrock knife. So the carpenter that I'm making this for, Joe, he can put his sheetrock knife, his hammer, and his tape all in one shot. So I can't wait to get that done. He's excited about it, and so am I. It's my first time making this a little bit bigger for a sheetrock knife. I've always made it for the laborers, and they always put like a pair of nips in there, and they never really asked for any specific changes to it. They all really liked the way it was. So that's why I like the comments. I like the feedback. If anyone has any ideas or any suggestions, I appreciate it, because that's why I really like making this stuff, because we're in the field. These big companies out there who make these things and manufacture all these things into Home Depot and stuff, they don't really know how it is out there for us. They're not out there in the field. They just sell what works. And so I don't like that. I want to make stuff more custom, more personalized for us, and as well as stuff that's going to last a lot longer and be more specific to our job and what we do. And whatever can make our job easier and more comfortable, it's a good thing. So with that said, I'm going to cut this video short, and I'm going to head on out of here and get back to work. As you can see, I got a lot of edging to do. So I'm going to clean up these edges using some saddle soap. I'm going to put some of this on the edging, put it on my machine, clean up all the edges, and then after that I got a few other steps that I do, and I'll explain that in my next video about edging leather. Thanks for viewing. Once again, work safe, be safe, peace out. Don't forget to recycle, and there's nothing wrong with making your own shit.